He who stands between, the folklore integrated version. The doorway hums, not with sound, with memory, and he steps into it, not through it, into it. His body begins to shift, the pale skin dissolves into vapor, the red eyes burn down to embers, the long tail curls like smoke. He is no longer flesh. He is smokeless fire, just as the old stories said. He looks at the family on the couch, unaware of him, and begins to speak. You see me now, not because I arrived, but because you paused, because you hesitated, because you stood in the in-between. He steps deeper into the doorway, though he never leaves it. Long before your people built homes, long before your priests wrote their books, my kind existed. Smoke curls around him like ancient script. Humans called us jinn, beings made of smokeless fire, not angels, not demons, not ghosts, something older. He lifts a hand, and the smoke forms symbols for forgotten languages. Your ancestors believed we lingered in doorways, in corners, in abandoned thresholds. They were right. His voice deepens. Doorways are boundaries, and boundaries are where worlds touch. The first to see me was a child. Her name was Leora. He gestures, and the smoke forms her silhouette. She lived in a settlement not far from here, a place where people still believed the old stories. One night, Leora heard knocking at the door, not from outside, from the threshold itself. She opened it, and he stepped out, half-formed, half-real, a being made of heat and shadow and breath. She didn't scream. She didn't run. She said, "I've been waiting for you." And that was the moment he became seen. But children see truth. Adults see danger. When Leora told her parents, they barred the door. When the neighbors heard, they whispered. When the elders heard, they panicked. They believed a jinn had crossed into their world. They believed it meant change, or death, or prophecy. So they gathered torches. They gathered salt. They gathered prayers. And they came for him. The priest, the one who knew the old texts. The priest was the only one who did not fear me. His name was Eldrin, a man who had studied ancient writings that spoke of beings made of smokeless fire who watched humans from thresholds. He stepped forward while the others trembled. He said, "You are not demon. You are not omen. You are one of the boundary-born. You are he who stands between." And with that name the world shifted, because names have power. Names anchor beings. Names create legends. The confrontation, action without violence. The villagers tried to banish him. They threw salt. They chanted. They lit fires. But he did not attack. He did not flee. He did not speak. He simply stood in the doorway of Leora's home, unmoving, unshaken, untouched. The flames bent around him. The smoke curled toward him. The prayers dissolved before reaching him. He was not of their world. He was not bound by their rules. And when the villagers realized they could not harm him, they feared him even more. Why he remained, the reason he still exists. I did not stay because they worshipped me. I did not stay because they feared me. I stayed because of the child. Leora was the only one who saw him without trembling, the only one who spoke to him without shaking, the only one who asked him questions. She asked, "Do you watch us because you are lonely?" And for the first time in his existence, he felt something like an answer forming. He stayed. He watched her grow. He watched her marry. He watched her children play in the doorway. He watched her die peacefully, surrounded by love. And when her family moved away, he stayed in the threshold of the home because the doorway remembered him. The present, the family in the room. He looks at the family on the couch, the mother's soft smile, the father's steady arm, the children leaning into warmth. I know your names, all of them. I have known them since before you were born. He gestures toward the hallway. This house remembers me. The land beneath it remembers me. The families before you whispered my name when storms came, when children were born, when loved ones passed. He steps deeper into the doorway, though he never leaves it. I do not live in the forest behind me, nor in the room before you. I live in the breath between your thoughts, in the silence between your steps. The smoke around him swirls, forming symbols older than language. When you crossed into love, into grief, into truth, I was there. His eyes burn brighter. I remain because humans create moments worth guarding. He lifts one hand, smoke swirling from his fingers like forgotten dreams. You are standing in the doorway. Do not rush through. Do not look away.